Hello!
Welcome to ToyTrashTalks.
I'm Lex.
And I'm Via.
So, what are we looking at today?
Today, we're looking at Jurassic Park, Danger Pack, Nothosaurus.
It's in fact Jurassic World, Dino Trackers, Danger Pack, Nothosaurus.
To be exact.
Exact.
I'm very excited about this review because Nothosaurus is one of my favorite boys so far.
He's a very good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like this boy so much?
I tend to favor any dinosaur or any animal that looks like it eats fish, mostly because I like the shapes. I like a long snoot, I like many teeth, I like the body shapes and anatomy, if you will, of anything that generally lives in the sea, and the fact that it differs in appearance from the stuff that we find on land, busy running around screaming and such. You can swim around and scream just as well underwater, and I'm pretty sure Nothosaurus was good at that.
They're probably screamers. They're like underwater go. Blah, 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 blah.
So you think they're like accurate to the animal depiction, not so much the toy representation that we're actually looking at right now. But do you think they're mostly water dwelling?
I believe they're coastal animals. And from the brief look I had at Wikipedia, sorry, paleontologists, I think maybe like a seal-like animal where it's mostly in the water. They can come on land. They're probably not very graceful on land. This toy has little feeties, but I think the actual creature has more of like a flipper kind of vibe going on. Kind of like seal feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so weird little lizard seal. They're kind of like lizard seals.
But that being said, I like the idea of imagining them running on land and being like, meh, and maybe like grabbing something small and edible and then going back into the ocean.
Also grabbing edible.
Grabbing edibles as they can.
Nothosaurus loves weed. So what do you like about this Nothosaurus depiction?
I think he's cool. A lot of the reason I think he's cool is because of the teeth. And that Nothosaurus, at least in this representation, doesn't have any lips to cover the gnarly teeth. There's a very extreme vibe about seeing something that has not only lots of sharp teeth in general, but seeing the teeth jut out at funny angles just makes it like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, nightmare face going on in this guy.
Absolutely. The textures used on this toy are really interesting.
I'd really like the sketchy sculpt. It kind of like, it has like a bit of like a leathery sort of skin. It plays really nice in the light. It looks cool.
So in terms of articulation, his front legs and his back legs only move back and forth. So it's a little bit difficult to get him into actionable running poses without it looking a little bit odd. The tail's lovely. It's got a lovely little squiggle, if you will, in terms of the way that it's been molded. But if you change the turn at all to alter the position of the tail, it does fuck with the posability.
Yeah, it breaks the sculpt quite badly.
It just doesn't look right. So even though you can, it doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, articulation's a little bit limited. What I do like about the way he moves though is the neck is quite cool. The jaw is very cool. I really like this, when you open jaw, the way the little fleshy bit comes into play. I think that's the way that's hidden away and the way it reveals is quite satisfying, and like it's pretty clever the way it's done.
It's a nice little touch, yeah. The painting could be better, specifically on this exact one that I have. His bottom teeth on his lower jaw are a slightly different tone in terms of paint from the teeth on the
I can see that
on the upper side.
Different. Maybe you'll see that on camera, I'm not sure.
It does bother me, but I can't look past it. It's fine. Unless you're scrutinizing, you don't really notice.
Yeah.
But I'm here to scrutinize.
That being said, I think the rest of the painting is pretty cool. He doesn't have his little painted toenails, but that's fine. That's kind of indicative of this range of figures. The airbrushing the neck is very nice. I like the little toner it has over here.
His tummy.
His little tummy, his little, what is this, tan color, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a beige
little tan tummy.
color.
The paint's okay. Like, not many colors, but like it's very seal-like kind of colors.
It's got some nice folds around his neck.
And the folds of the neck are very nice.
Adds to the sense of authenticity.
And just like a real Nothosaurus, he has a little flip-out thing over here where we can scan a code.
Yeah, about that.
Please confirm, paleontologist, this is accurate, yes?
About that. So my major thing in terms of cons with this particular toy, whatever you want to call it, the little DNA chip that you can scan, and all the other toys in the same line have the same feature, which is cool. But it does stand out a hell of a lot, and it really is the major detracting feature from looking at it and being like, oh, this is cool, this is seamless. But other than that, I really enjoy the toy. I think it's really cool. The painting and the shading is good. I like the differentiating texture. It does have nice detail and lines, like real skin would in a real creature.
It's very nicely molded.
So that's lovely. But his tummy, however, is exempt from the coolness because he's a little bit hollow, but we can look past that.
Yeah. So this critter does appear in the TV series Camp Cretaceous. We haven't watched that far. We fell off pretty hard. I think it looks a bit different there. I think this interpretation looks a lot better from the screenshots that I've seen. The Jurassic World figures, they're introducing a lot of like lesser known species, not the big hitters. It's very cool to get a representation of this animal in toy form. I think this might be one of the only ones. Even if it's not super accurate, it's still cool having it.
Yeah, definitely. Even if it's not at 100% anatomically correct, we can look past that. We're here for fun. We're here to have a good time. And when it comes to this Nothosaurus toy, I'm having a very good time.
He's got a good mouth for holding peppers, eating tiny plastic fish.
Yeah.
Singing opera.
His biggest feature is the fact that he can move his neck up and down quite comically, and he can stretch his mouth to horror movie proportions. So those are my favorite things about Nothosaurus. Lots of fun, great desk toy. He doesn't take a lot of space, and he's generally really cool to look at. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Nothosaurus.
Yeah, he seems like a perfect little desk buddy. You can put it to do his mouth, and he can watch you with his beady eyes.
Yeah.
And make sure you're doing your to-do list.
He can micromanage you.
He's a good micromanager with little beady little reptile fish eyes.
Nothosaurus, the micromanager.
Micromanager-asaurus. Hey, so that's it. This has been Toy Trash Talks. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys had some fun.
If you like our stuff and you want to see more, please give us a like and a follow. If you have something to say, we would appreciate a little comment in the section below.
Yeah, feed the algorithm. Our channel is very small. We've just started, so anything goes a hell of a long way, and we really appreciate that. If you're a paleontologist, please let us know how bad we've described this poor critter. What is wrong with it? Because what is wrong with Nothosaurus? Also, let us know.
What is your favorite fish-eating dinosaur? I'd love to know. Please.
Yeah. Or non-dinosaur.
Or non-dinosaur. Please let us know.
If you like eating fish and you're your favorite fish-eating animal, comment yourself.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for joining us.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I was trying not to do that. I was being horrible acid.